Hello! Today we're going to learn the various scales. First, we're going to start with the G major. And this pattern with a 9/8 meter, we're going to work on the rhythm first. So we're going to start with 60 per BPM, so 3 notes per click. Ready, go. Now I will go to 80 per BPM. Let's go. The next one we will learn is the A major. The A major scale has a pattern which is have dotted eighth with a 16th note. Let's work on the rhythmic pattern first. We're not going to use metronome. Let's just work on the pattern. Okay? The pattern goes. The dotted eighth note has 3/16. You want to make sure it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But obviously you're going to play very smoothly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I will try to play through the scale with this dotted eighth note pattern. Make sure you pay attention to the bowing. It's called the hooked bowing. We will start with 60. Ready, go. Now we will increase the speed to 80. Ready, go. The next scale we will learn is the B flat major, which includes B flat and E flat. Make sure you practice your fourth finger, the E flat, on the A string, it's a low 4, and the low 1 on the D string, E flat. And B flat, the first note, is a low 2 on the G string. Now we're going to start with the slower version at 60 per BPM. Ready, go. Make sure all the octave, the B flat to B flat should match. Okay, and E flat. Pay attention to those key signature notes. Now we're going to start with the faster speed, 80 per BPM. Ready, go. We'll continue to learn the next scale, which is C major, 2 octaves. Now we're going to start with the slower speed, which is at 60 BPM. Ready, go. Pay attention to the bow combination, which part of the bow you'll be using for the first group of eighth note and the second group of the eighth notes. So the first measure, the eighth notes should be staying at the tip of the bow. And the second measure, the eighth notes should be starting at the lower half of the bow, the frog area. Okay. Now we will increase the speed to 80. Ready, go. also can be played in second position, so which will start on the second finger on the G string. So I'm going to do it without the metronome just to learn the more advanced fingering, which is second position. With this fingering, you do not need to shift. Now we are going to move on to the next scale, which is B minor. This is a scale which has two accidentals, which is the G sharp and A sharp. There are a few ways to play that. The most common way to do it is playing G sharp and A sharp with third finger high 3 and high 4 on the D string. So let me demonstrate this common fingering. So there are other ways to do it. You can do a low one on A sharp, but I will highly suggest to stay with the high 4 on the D string. If you can't reach, you feel like you can't play in tune on the high 4, then you can try a low one on A sharp. Okay, now let's start with the 60 per BPM. Ready, go. Now we will increase to 80 per BPM. Ready, go. The next scale we will learn is the A minor. This has a bowing combination. It's 1/8 note plus 2/16 notes. We can make a pattern sounds like a blueberry pattern for this scale. And stay in the middle part of the bow. Okay, we'll give a try at 60. Ready, go. Now we will increase to 80. Ready, go. The last scale we will learn today is the D major 2 octaves. Now we can start in the first position, start with open D, or you can start in third position on the G string on the second finger. Let's try with the slightly easier version, starting with open D at 60. Ready, go. As you can see, my bow distribution is the first measure, 8th note stays at the tip, and the second measure stays at the frog area. Okay, now we're going to move on to the 80 per BPM. Ready, go. Now we're going to learn the D major arpeggio. First, D major arpeggio. Then second measure will go on to the D minor arpeggio. Start at the 60 per BPM. Ready, go.